Steve Cook here, Steve Cook Health, day one. I'm so excited for this. I've been fattening up over the holidays just so I can show you guys how to slim down. I know it's very, very nice of me, but I've taken the last 6 weeks off. Today's the day we start though. This is it. What we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be mapping out the next 12 weeks at least. It's gonna be 12 to 14 weeks, and at the end of it, I'm thinking about doing a show. And I kinda wanna show you guys everything that goes into getting ready for a contest. It's the beginning of the year. Everybody's gonna be wanting to get in shape. We're gonna be doing it together. So how do you start off doing that? You know, everyone goes to the gym, but people die off. You don't wanna be one of those people, and that's why I'm here. We're gonna be doing this together, like I said. First thing is first though. You have to get an idea in your head of what you want. Before you ever step foot in that gym, before you ever start meal planning, what do you want? Not what does your spouse want, or what do your buddies want, or what do you want? So for me, I'm gonna be dropping about a pound and a half a week, and I'm gonna do that through proper nutrition, exercise, and a little bit of cardio. I'm gonna go into that in further detail, but what we need is a baseline. You can't know where you need to be unless you know where you are right now. So today, I'm gonna get my body fat tested hydrostatically. Now you don't have to do it like this. I've always been a little bit OCD about things and kind of have a scientific mind, so I like to get into the lab, know exactly what my body fat is. Get in that dunk tank, hold my breath. You guys are gonna see it. You guys are gonna come down there with me. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're also gonna go, I have a buddy that's gonna do my body fat with calipers. He's gonna do like a 9-site test. That's pretty accurate as well, and if you can find somebody who you trust, like a trainer at your gym, who can take those body parts accurately, you know that it's gonna be a good baseline. And this is all that it is. You know, we're gonna get the weight, the height. It's just a baseline. You know, I go by, as I get closer to my show, I'll go by how the mirror looks. But this is kind of to say, okay, yeah, I'm a little chubby right now. I need to get in shape. So this is all just starting out. That way, but I also have my goals. I know that on stage, I want to be about 200 to 205, and then like I said, it's all depending on the mirror. But right now, I'm about 220. So we got some work to do, and this is it. You guys gonna be doing it with me. All right, right now we're getting height and weight. You know, you never really, everyone always asks me how tall I am and how much I weigh. We're gonna find out for sure right now.
Okay, it's about 72.5. 72.
What is that, 6 foot and a half? I think it's, my math skills aren't great. I was a biology psychology major. And you know, my math skills, don't tell.
Okay.
I'm going with 6 feet and a half. 6 feet and a half inch.
Yes, 6 feet and a half inches. And
I'm the smartest man alive. And you guys can all see me in my Daisy Dukes right now. Yes, I do train legs. I don't know if you can tell that right now. Sorry. This is like the longest. See, I'm not very hairy. I guess the longest that's as hairy as I get.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good genes then.
That's like 2 months of not shaving.
all right, step on it. It's about.
I haven't weighed myself in 6 weeks.
Okay.
And I am 220
Hold on.
on the dot.
And 99.8 kilograms. Got
Like I
it.
said, I'm not as muscular and I'm heavier. I think they'd call that skinny chubby. Scubby. Steve is scubby right now, but it's okay. A lot of you are probably feeling scubby as well, and that's why we're doing this together. I have sacrificed my body for you guys so we could do this together. Y'all didn't tell me my hair looks crazy. I said, for me, what I've always envisioned in my head is a Greek god. Now for you ladies out there, there's tons of people out there, Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, she might be a little bit skinny, a girl with a little bit more curves, but it's up to you guys. You guys have to decide who's that body type that you really like and make it attainable. You know, find somebody that has a similar bone structure to you, similar genetics, and then, you know, use that person as motivation. For me, I look at Steve Reeves, Bob Paris, also guys that motivate me, Serge Nubret, all these guys that I think had super aesthetic physiques. And you know, for me, it's also fun to take measurements. I try to get the ideal Greek proportions. Now I know nobody's perfect and nobody can be, but it's kind of fun to strive, and it keeps you always motivated in the gym. If you don't have something, you know, a contest is nice, but you have to have that internal motivation. Right now, we are down at Boise State's campus. We are in their kinesiology lab, and behind me right now, we got the dunk tank. Now what I'm doing today is I am going to be getting my body fat hydrostatically tested. Since my muscle and fitness cover and my muscle and performance cover that was shot in the beginning part of November, I've really taken a lot of time off. I've enjoyed myself. I've moved back to Boise, and what I've also done is mentally kind of let myself relax. I've eaten a little bit, I would say, not as clean, actually downright dirty, but I've also done it because I want to start this trainer with you. We're all gonna be starting fresh in January here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get a baseline. We can't know where we're gonna go. We can't know how long our goal that we're gonna be setting. We can't know how long far away that is if we don't have a good base. So we're here today. I'm about to jump in that cold water, get some hard nipples going. I know it's gonna be scary. I'm feeling a little fat, a little skinny and soft. This will be what I'm gonna refer back to throughout the process of this 12-week trainer. My trainer here, we're gonna be dropping body fat. I'm gonna be doing it for a show, but if you're a housewife at home, if you're a college student, if you're an athlete, if you're just someone who wants to get fit for the new year, this is something you're gonna want to tune into every week. It's for everyone out there. The reason I'm doing my body fat getting tested in the hydrostatic tank is because it's really the gold standard. Now there's a couple other ways in hospitals that really get very, very accurate, but the standard deviation on this, not to get all technical on you, is great. So we're gonna jump in this thing. We're gonna give you the best methods. We're also gonna go over other methods as we continue. But right now, we're just getting that baseline. Might not be pretty, but sometimes when you're a Swoldier, you're not pretty. But anyhow, I'm gonna jump in that tank. I'm gonna change. Let's get after it. So excited we're doing this together. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's just so fluffy. Anyhow, that's me right now, fluffy. Steve Cook Health coming at you. Let's do work. Oh, it's nice. I think it's warmer than last time. Woo! That's baptizing the fitness right there.
So what you're gonna do is sit down on the bench and your feet should be on the platform.
Okay.
So keep in contact with it. Okay. Your butt, don't lift your butt when you're crunching down. Okay. All right. Then your hands, I want you to grab the side of the bench like this.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once you start exhaling, and then when you finish it, can you move your thumb? Then I can start measuring it.
Okay. Once I've exhaled everything.
Everything.
Then move the thumb and you can start measuring. Have you ever had anyone pass out in this thing? I'm going hard here. we're Swoldier right now. We're doing it. Okay.
So that's why I want you to breathe out as much as you can. Okay.
Alrighty.
At the last second, try to crunch it down and push.
Really go hard.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then that's also
the last 1 or 2 reps, that's where you get stronger. And the last 1 or 2 reps, that's where you drop the little bit of body fat in the hydrostatic tank.
Whatever. Once you breathe all the way out,
okay.
water is kind of coming, invading your nose and mouth actually.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hardest part. So, but you have to kind of
just push through it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then make sure to kind of crunch it down more, since your back is kind of just on the the level of the.
I got a big back.
Yeah, so that's why you can crunch it, right? You
I can do it. I can crunch it. I can crunch it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Whenever you're ready. Good job. Good job.
Woo. Man, that's an ab workout right there.
5.47. I've never seen that high number, which is good.
That's good?
I think so. 5 point.
That's what's up.
Once I calculate it, then make an average.
Okay.
Then I put in the formula. Then we can see that.
You drop the highest and lowest number too?
No, it's 3 highest.
3 highest. Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. Whenever you're ready. All right. Whenever you're ready again.
Got all this water in my nose. Here we go. That one hurt.
Nice.
Did I improve?
A lot. 5.93.
Heyo, I don't know what that means, but I like it. What's the best you've seen someone?
Well, that's actually the best.
That's the best.
Yeah, numbers.
Those are Swoldier numbers right there. Swoldier Nation numbers. All right. Like I said, I don't know what it means, but I like it. He's happy, I'm happy.
Okay, all right. When are you ready? Do that again. 5.78.
All right, well, I didn't improve that time. It's the first time I did improve, but it's life. You get setbacks in life and you just gotta keep going, and we're gonna improve on this one, I can guarantee it. PR or else I'm staying under. You guys are gonna have to do mouth to mouth. Which one of you guys is doing it? That's what I thought, nobody. All right, here we go.
Oh. 5.73.
Oh, that number.
Third base. So, how you feel, Scott? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I think I don't feel like I can blow out any more air, that's for sure. What if I fart? Will that help?
5.71.
Oh my gosh. I just shot my magazine cover about a month ago and then took some time off. And I was real low body fat, so I'm gonna get tested right now. And then the plan is to come back in 12 weeks and be magazine or contest ready, so.
Oh, okay, so you wanna be back to what you were?
Yeah, I wanna be back to where I was on that magazine in about 12 weeks. So it's gonna take a lot of work, and that's why we're getting my base numbers. That way we know how hard we gotta push each week. Hopefully about a pound, losing a pound a week.
Okay.
So.
I see. Wow, it's pretty intense.
It is pretty intense.
And make sure drug free. Right?
Drug free, always drug free. Always, always.
All right. $5.79, not bad.
We'll do one more? Oh man.
One more, yeah, at least.
I'm gripping the metal so hard, I'm tearing my skin apart.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, don't slide in, just nice and tight, not too tight.
Gotcha, yeah, that's probably too tight. My skin's
sorry.
No worries.
Was it too late?
I'm not gonna lie, that was an ab workout, just blowing out all that air underneath water. You wanna always try to beat your score. I'm stupid competitive, so I'd rather black out than not improve and do my best. I also tore my fingertips up grabbing onto the grate on the side, but you know, that's what you gotta do when you're wanting to get the most accurate results. So would it be better if I shaved my head for this next time? I'll do it. To hit 6, I will shave my head.
Well, I doubt it. It's not gonna worth it.
Dang it. How about my eyebrows? I'm just kidding about shit.
You don't want to lose your girlfriend.
That's the last one.
I think you are done. 5.78. So.
Right there.
Yeah, 5.93, 5.78, and 5.79. That's a best 3.
Nice. We came, we saw, we wore short shorts, and we conquered the body tank. Like I said, that's getting baptized into fitness right there. Whew. Towel? Is my towel? Now we're gonna go see. I'm thinking I'm between 9 and 11. We'll see. It's been a pretty good 6 weeks, so I'm not gonna lie. I've taken time off, I've cleared my head, I've eaten how I've still ate well. Had a couple of cheat meals here or there, but it was the time out of the gym. I really worked out maybe twice, 2 or 3 times a week at most, did no cardio. But that's something you need to do. It's important. You need to get that mental break as well as the physical break. Now I'm ready to come back and hit it hard. And hopefully we didn't do too much damage in 6 weeks, but we'll find out. So as you can see, I wasn't lying. I grated up my fingers there, and I also got water in my ear. So I'm doing a crazy dance, and I'm like bleeding here, but you know, I don't do anything half-ass. When I do something, I want to be the best. Obviously, I got the best that I could out of that. So hopefully our numbers come back, and I'm not a fat ass. We'll see. I feel like I'm getting my my test score back right now. Like I just got a big test. I know it's not going to be great, but hopefully I passed.
Still good though. Still good. So here's your test result. So your body fat percentage is 8.11%.
About 8%, 8.1%.
Yep. So
not too bad for being 220.
lean mass is 201 pounds, and then.
So if I had no body fat, I would weigh almost 202 pounds.
Yep.
I would be. That's what I would weigh if I had no body fat, right?
Yeah.
For my last show, I weighed 202. So
okay.
Obviously I lost a little bit of muscle from my last show, but I didn't have much body fat if I weighed 202 pounds. And this is telling me that if I weighed 201, I'd
make
have
sure
no
to
body
increase
fat.
the lean mass
Right.
as you decrease the fat mass. That's
Good to know.
important things, okay? And then for the statistically for the elite bodybuilders, the body fat percentage range about 5 to 8%.
5 to 8%.
So you are at the upper limit of the range.
Gotcha.
So I'm sure you're gonna work harder.
When I get down, next time I come in 12 weeks, I'll probably be at about 3.5%.
3.5?
Hopefully, knock on wood, and that'll put me right around 205 pounds. So I got a little over 12 weeks. I'm gonna lose about a pound to a pound and a half a week, and it's gonna put me right on target. We're gonna do it together. Time to get shredded.
Okay.
So for an athlete, being lean, you're acceptable between 7 and 15% as a male, and 12 and 25% as a female. That's as an athlete. If you're just part of the general population, you're considered lean if you're between 12 and 21%.
Oh, sorry, the lean is actually less than 12%.
Less than 12%. Okay, and an athlete is less than 7%.
7% for male.
Okay, that makes sense. So if you're an athlete, lean is considered less than 7% if you're a male, less than 12% if you're a female. General population, lean is considered less than 12% as a male, and less than 17% as a male. Moderately overweight is 21 to 26% if you're a male, and 28 to 33%. Now that's body fat percentage we're talking about for the general population. That's if you're moderately overweight. Acceptable for a male in the general population is 12 to 21% and 17 to 28%. So really try to be in those acceptable range. If you're overweight or moderately overweight right now, make it a goal to bump up one category. If you're moderately overweight, try to jump up into the acceptable. If you're acceptable right now, try to jump up into that lean. I'm probably going into that unhealthy lean area by the time I'm into it, but that's why we don't stay there for long. I would like to keep my body fat in the off season right around 6 to 7%. Right now, like I said, I'm a little bit heavier. We're gonna be doing it together though. Good base to start out with. The reason why women carry a little bit more fat, they have babies, they have periods, things like that. They need that extra body fat for their hormone production. But thank you for watching me get dunked in there. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks so much. It's good seeing you.
Good to see. We'll see you in 12 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Boise State, for having us. Like I said, it's time to do work. Swoldier Nation, get your body fat done. Let's get to work. 220, just under 6'1", 220 pounds, 8% body fat. Not bad. Obviously not where I'm gonna be in 12 weeks, but like I said, this is just the base. This is just where we're starting out, so we can look back and say, I remember when I was scubby. And scubby is skinny chubby. And that's how I feel right now. I haven't been to the gym really, so skinny chubby. Scubby, word of the day. But anyhow, then we went to Craig's. I got my body fat caliper tested. Right now, I'm at peak performance with Eric and Craig, otherwise AKA Armzilla here. He's got the largest natural guns I've ever seen. But what I'm doing, yesterday I got my body fat hydrostatically tested, and today I'm coming in and we're gonna show you a different way to test your body fat. Also, this is gonna be somewhere I come throughout my 12 weeks of contest prep. Be good working with Craig and peak performance and getting, you know, like I said, we're setting goals. Part of that process is knowing where you're starting out at.
So Steve was at 7.5. We already took it. He was hydrostatically weighted approximately 8% yesterday. So, and I didn't know that number before I did it. So I mean, that means that there's some good reliability here. Now the problem is you go to a different trainer or a different expert, so to speak, and you could get a completely different number. So stick with the same person. If they're inaccurate, hopefully they're at least reliable, and we'll do it the same way every time.
You know, 7.5% there, so pretty accurate. And as long as you keep the same person keeping those calipers, and you do this maybe once a week or once every other week, you're getting a good baseline. And you want to remember to jot these all down in your workout logs, or if you're on Body Space, always do it on Body Space there. But these are going to be things to look back every week and make sure you're improving. It's kind of like a game, with the ultimate goal of always being healthy, but each week trying to beat your previous week's score. This is pretty much the Biggest Loser Steve Cook style.
I'm gonna go about an inch apart. I'm gonna be able to feel the fat kind of pull away from the muscle, and I'm gonna take that fold in the middle of the fold. So if you go all the way in, if I went to here, I'm gonna get a much larger measurement. I'm gonna take the midline of the fold. So his biceps about 4 millimeters. Then I'm gonna go to a tricep, and if you're gonna do this precisely, you would go exactly even between the elbow and the shoulder girdle, 5 millimeter. So you might wanna just pull your shirt off.
You got some fat triceps.
So with the pec, it's midline between the nipple and basically the shoulder. It's gonna be right in here. It's a vertical, well actually it actually goes with the line of the fiber, but anyways, I won't go into all those details. But again, I'm gonna take a midline fold. So that's a 7 millimeter, about 6.57. With the ab, you're gonna go right to the belly button. So it's gonna be right here. I'm gonna basically go midline again. He's going to be right at a 12.5 millimeter.
Right at that fat guy percentage.
And this is at the iliac crest. It's right diagonal, right through here, and that's actually what I should have said here. It's a diagonal fold. I actually will push in, feel their hip bone, and when I'm doing this, I'm going with about an inch. So right there, I'll feel it pull away, go mid fold. He's at about a 7, if I remember right on there. It's right in there, 6.5, 7. With thigh, you got the knee, you got the hip, the length of my hand. So I'm gonna go about right in there, and I'm gonna do the same every single time. And when you have someone muscular like Steve, it's easy because I can feel his tissue. And he's got healthy tissue, so you can just feel that fat pull right away. Midline he's right at about a 9 millimeter there. Well, actually about an 8. And technically you should do it about 3 times. I do it all at once. I get that fold, and then I kind of really find the midline. So, and technically if you have a 9 and then a 7 and then an 8, you take the 8, you average them out. So calf, again, it's really a midline between the calcaneus and the knee, but again, I typically use the length of my hand, so it's consistent every time.
That's really the only thing that matters, is being consistent. If
Yeah,
you come,
because you're talking a 0.5 millimeter to a millimeter, but the key is you want to see the variation each time to see the lean mass and fat variations, obviously. So, and Steve's got some very tight skin around his calves, so it's actually a lot harder to pull away, which is, he's just...
And everyone tends to put on body fat in different places. For me, it's dependent on my ass and then in my waist.
He's about a 6 millimeter on the calf. Now, basically the butt measurement, we don't, do glute measurements, probably because we get sued with women, but I'll turn all the way around here. But really what you have is the kidney really shows that, it displays that. So, and frankly, again, it's consistency. A butt fold is not something that we do in the industry. So the scapula is right here. I'm gonna go to that first. So I'm gonna actually find a scapula on this one, push in, inch apart. Again, it's gonna run with the line of the scapula as a diagonal fold. So it's a really easy one on him actually. It's about a 9, 8.5, 9 right there. And again, if I wanted to get really accurate, I do it 3 or 4 times. So here's spine, I go hip, even, push in. You can see it really easily pulls away with Steven. That makes it a lot easier. And typically with people that are relatively lean, it does. So we got a 7.5 there. So I have those 9 measurements. I put them in the computer. That came out to a 7.5, 7.48 to be exact. So the key is, when we've looked at his preps in the past, we were just kind of looking at it from, what was it, April 16th or 11th, whatever that was, of 2010. He's about 10 pounds of lean mass higher than back then. That's when he was dabbling with doing the bodybuilding here in town, and then he went a different direction, doing physique. So in that time period, he's gained 10 pounds. Now, not all of that's real tissue. He's full right now. He's been working out 3 or 4 days a week. So he has that glycogen load, which is going to create some extra water weight. So real tissue, that's hard to determine, but probably 5 to 7 pounds of that's real. The rest is glycogen, water weight. which he's going to lose as he gets flat at times. So realistically now, if he gets down to 201, gets full at 204, he should be a much more impressive 204 than he would have been in 2010 because he's got that extra lean mass. So in reality, he would be 5 to 7 pounds leaner, if that makes any sense. So we don't foresee Steve ever getting below 200. And if he is, he's going to probably be flat and depleted. So stage would
I'll
never
look
do that.
stupid skinny if I'm under 200 pounds. So we don't. My face, I'll be looking like Skeletor. But you guys can see, this is my team here that I'm using for this contest prep. I've used them before. They've worked out great, and it's always nice to have somebody behind you. No matter how knowledgeable you are as a person or how long you've spent working out, it's always good to have a set of eyes on you, people that will work out with you and give you an honest opinion. Now, even if you're not doing a contest prep, it's good to have a buddy that you go to with the gym. Take progress pictures with them. I'm going to be coming in here every week, getting measurements taken, just seeing that I'm progressing like I should be. And people that will be honest with you, those are the people that you need. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of these guys. We're going to hit some workouts. Definitely do some arms with this guy here, but it's gonna be a good time. For me, my goal, now you're starting this because you're with me. It's the beginning of the year, we're gonna be doing this together. You need to set some goals. Now, before I ever step foot in the gym, I always know what I'm doing that day. And that's my daily goal. You also have a monthly, yearly, and then an overall goal. Like my overall goal, I look at someone like Steve Reeves, I look at people like, Frank Zane, people that have very symmetrical, very aesthetically pleasing physiques. When I'm taking measurements, I'm wanting to keep everything in balance. Now, if you're a female out there, have a celebrity that you like or have someone in the magazines that you like, put up pictures of those all around you and really think about that. And women, don't be afraid to lift weights. But we'll talk more about motivation and how to set goals in the future. But big thanks to Peak Performance, and I'm sure you'll see them again.
Yep, we're going to be in the back soon. We have a area we can pose back there, and frankly, this is one measurement tool, but for a competitor, this won't mean much of anything 8 weeks out. The way he looks is what matters. No one cares when he walks on stage if he's 3 or 5 or 7%. Lee Haney back in the day, back in the 80s, used to say he never measured below 7%, ever. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but the whole point is that doesn't matter. That mirror back there is what's going to matter.
And that's all. You're right. That's all that matters. The judges don't care about your body fat percentage.
They don't know. Yep. Peace out.
Now that we know where we're starting out, we know we got to do some work. Now, if you have a different goal, it doesn't have to be to lose weight. It doesn't have to be to shred. You can adjust your nutrition plan and you can adjust your workouts a little bit. The workouts are pretty much the same. I will be throwing some different types of methods in there to increase my heart rate, to cut down on rest times. Now, if you're trying to gain mass, if you really don't care about gaining a little bit of body fat, your nutrition, and we'll go into that, your nutrition and your workouts might be a little bit different. But for those of us that need to shed some holiday pounds, shed some LBs, this is how we're gonna do it. So we have this baseline. Now, we're always gonna be using this and we're gonna be moving forward. So next episode, we're gonna be coming at you. I'm gonna be sitting down with you almost like a trainer would, and I'm gonna be talking about, nutrients, macros, kind of what we wanna be targeting, what we wanna kind of just give you some general knowledge that you can run with and get a little bit more intense, or you can just use what I give you. But like I said, it's gonna be intense. We're gonna be reading nutrition labels. We're gonna be learning about different types of fats, proteins. There's gonna be some classwork, and I get all those people all the time. Hey Steve, would you make me a diet? Would you make me a diet? I'd love to, but I'm gonna be doing this so you can follow it, and it's gonna give you great results. So, guys, grab your girlfriends out there. Do this together. Husbands, wives, this is for everyone. I'm gonna be doing a contest at the end of it, being stupid shredded. We're gonna get in the best shapes of our lives. We're gonna do it together. All for one, one for all. I don't really like that. But Swoldier out.